So what I want to do is now I'm going to use the GUI function. Now I could do this in a command where I would extract this, and then I could use a CP command to move it over. So I'm going to extract it right on the desktop here. Okay, so now we've extracted that. We can just delete. We'll leave that there for now. But if I wanted to, I could actually go copy, and then a really cool thing is I could drag this over here, and then I could go /var /var/www. But I would screw up right now by not putting sudo up front of that. And then this folder would go in there, but I want to do something different. I want to show you guys something different. Whoa. Alright, let's start everything fresh here. So Control-Alt-T. So now I'm going to create a new command here. So we're going to go GK Nautilus. And what this is going to, GK sudo Nautilus. So what this is going to do now is this is going to open up a folder that I can move stuff in as a root. So when you're moving things in and out of the var folder, basically the www folder, without setting up permissions, it is locked down. We're going to delete this page here. Okay. And then we're just going to drag this bad boy over here. And there we go. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to delete this. We're going to open it up. We're going to click on one of them. We're going to go Control-A. And then we're just going to drag those folders over into our www folder. And why did I do that? Because when you, unless you have some kind of an ASP script or something in there that redirects it to the folder, I just like having this when I'm building just a WordPress server. If I was going to have multiple WordPress websites on the server, then I would. But I'm only going to have one web page, so I'm just going to put the directories in the main root, which is this www folder. Okay. So before we go into installing this, we need to do one more thing, and that is we need to create a database in phpMyAdmin. And as soon as our web stuff starts up here, what we'll do is we'll go to our local host, and we're going to go php my admin. Brings you here to this page. Alright. So we are okay, so now we're just going to log in as our root. And go. I love Firefox and its little pop-ups. I don't want to remember. Okay, so in the databases, click on databases, and then I want to call this one WordPress. And I'm going to hit create. Voila, you've just created a database in SQL. Now we got test ones here. We're going to do a clean out and get rid of a lot of these. There's a few ways to do different ways of getting your SQL and stuff, but we're not going to worry about these in this tutorial. So our database is set up. Basically, our files are where we need them. Let's just do a little bit of cleanup and get rid of these. So just select them and hit delete, and these gone. All right. Let's start up our web page. So now what you want to do, now that everything that we've done is set in place, you want to just type in localhost and enter, and there we go. So this is basically how you install WordPress. So we're going to create it. So let's go. So our database we just created was WordPress. We're going to type in root here. We're going to type in our password. And then I want to just leave everything else the way it is and hit submit. All right. So let's just copy all this. You can hit Control C or you can right click and go copy after you've selected it all. And what we want to do is we want to create a file within our www called this. So let's first off go Control Alt T and let's first see if it's there. So once this is started up, we can go cd /var/www/ and we can list it now. Now let's check to see if there's a config sample file, but there's not one we want it in there. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go gk sudo gedit, and then we're going to go wp dash config. Now I've tried doing this before it tells you to do that and it messes things up. Alright, put our little handy dandy password in. And close this document, it keeps popping up. Close without saving it. Okay, so and then we paste that in. So what we've done is we've copied this, all of it, within, make sure you get it all. And then we have pasted it within this, and now I'm going to hit save. Now it's saved. Let's just double check to make sure it's in there. You can close this window out. Let's ls, and there it is, .php. All right. So now everything should work. Okay, here we go. So the site name, what do you want to call this site? Let's say it's called the Ubuntu project. And I'm going to change that to password, so put your password in here. Password in again. You can enter your email in, which is a smart thing to do because I've had it where I've actually forgotten my password and I've had to put that in. So let's just go test at test.com and install WordPress. Okay, so let's log in. So let's go admin or whatever you change that to, and then your password, and log in. All right, so here is the dashboard of WordPress. We will get into everything here shortly on what this does. But the most important thing, I'm just going to show you the Ubuntu. If you click up here, it takes you to the web page. Now, there you go. So we have officially started our local host. So I'm going to go into the dashboard. One really important thing to do right off the get-go is to go down to settings, go into general, and you want to, right here, you want to either set it to your static IP, your IP address, or your domain name. You want to put it in these two locations. Because what happens if you go outside of this computer, like from another computer on your network or outside your firewall or whatever, it's going to make your web page all jumbled up. So all these, like the picture won't show up, all this stuff will be shifted to one side. And that's just due to it not being able to pick up your database properly. So basically that is it. That's all. What we'll do here is we'll just open that up one more time. All right. And then we'll type in localhost. And boom, there you go. There's your Hello World web page. Now we'll get back in other tutorials on how to actually start editing content and stuff like that. But I think actually what I'm going to do next tutorials is I'm going to start up a new channel, and it's going to be not the Ubuntu project. It's actually going to be one on online radio. I've once upon a time back in the day, I used to run an online radio, and I think I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I found some really cool software to make it happen, and I think we're going to do that too. So I'm going to split off into another channel, and we also are going to have a hotspot channel. Show you guys how to run your own hotspot and a few other things. So hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and enjoy the rest of your day.